Welcome back, everybody, to Earthbound Super Series, Boogey Percent 2022, Swiss Round 3. We are joined here with a quad. I know everybody's been hankering for another one, so we just got it lined up just for y'all. So we got Des versus Czikubi in the top, Heiko versus Serra in the bottom. Pretty solid squad lineup here, honestly. This should be a pretty hefty set of races here, so I'm pretty excited. Really quick though, while we are getting through the intro, I'm going to grab a drink of water, so be right back. But enjoy the nice cutscene that we all know and love. Also, I need to fix a little bit of cropping on Sarah's screen, so I will do that at the same time. Be right back. Alrighty, sorry about that. I'm sure I missed tons and tons of gameplay. No. I was here. Well, I wasn't here, but I was also just screwing with the OBS display. And then I went and got water. But I was trying to get all the times synced up. It's a hobby. Seems like everyone's made it up the hill, except for Serra's had a bit of a rough time. Another crow fight for Serra, so Serra just got out of a snake fight and has to deal with a crow immediately afterwards. Unfortunate. Everyone else talking to Buzz right now. We'll have our own commentary with blackjack and hookers. You could say that. I mean, one of those is in this game. Oh man, Serra. Unfortunate. A third encounter for the hill. Tries to stutter past it. Right into that snake fight. She's a nice lady. Sure. Believe what you want. Serra takes a death on the hill climb. That is not good. 3 encounters will definitely do that to you, for sure, but that is absolutely not what you want to see here. She's gonna try and stutter the snake again. Unlucky, unfortunate. Not quite managing to get it off. Everyone else rolling through Starman. Got mini Starman on the screen here. At least Serra's gonna be very beefy when she gets to Onett here. I see Dez's Buzz hit a 111, but that wasn't enough to kill it, so I can see that the first turn went pretty poor for her. And Buzz down, 756 for Czikubi, and around a little bit shortly after, 8 minutes for Heiko. 756 and 755-ish for Czikubi and Dez. So those two are pretty much neck and neck. Heiko right behind. Serra finally looking like she can make it up this hill here. So no more encounters to stop her. She's hoping for some really nice Onett RNG to really make up that hill time. Because that is quite the rut to be in, that's for sure. Alright, come on, Buzz. We get it. We've seen it all before. So fairly standard. Hills and Starman, fairly average. 9, 10-ish exits for both Dez and Czikubi. So it'll really be the Onett gameplay that sets them apart. Czikubi already having to despawn. Every little bit will help Dez catch up here. Heiko on the way as well. Serra on her way to starting Starman. Everyone's favorite Mr. Baseball Cap. I know you've always wanted it. Hopefully, at the very least, Serra can get a 2-turn here. So, come on, Buzz Buzz. I think my screen's a little too congested to see what that was, but I only saw 2 digits, so can't be crazy. I'm assuming it was like a 77, which is just average, but not even good. There's the triple, so 100 would have been good turn 1, and it was enough that Ness and Co were able to finish it off, so still kind of basically a 2-turn, so every little bit Serra can get, she will take. Czikubi, Pogo 1, gets the dead turns, gets 2 charges though. I think he got an attack and a charge. Des grabbing the fruit juice and starting Pogo 1 herself. Nice. Des gets a lot of dead turns, so no hits to her on Pogo 1. Heiko getting 2 charges, I believe, or hard to keep track. I see what you guys mean about these quads. Especially when they're all doing the same thing. Pogo 2 for Des. Do I need assistance? Only if you want, man. That's completely up to you. I'd have to still, I had to hop in Discord and do the, stream. But, I am perfectly fine doing it. I'm just, it's not, no one's gonna say it's easy, though. Alright, Frankie for Czikubi. Hula hoop for MissDes. Ooh, Ness missed. Never what you want to see, especially on Frankie. That is the least best time for that. Serra beginning the O-net walk, 12:26, so about little over 3-minute delta. Very rough beginning for her, so let's see. Hopefully she can make some time back. Ooh, 2 big chunky hits for Des. Heiko starting Frankie right now. Czikubi having to mow through some burgers, so definitely the least nice Frankie there. But makes it through. 12:54 Frankie with a full health pool going into... Ooh, nice crit for Des as well. Heiko also having kind of a sweaty Frankie over here, also having to dip into the hamburgers. Frankie being kind of a tool to everyone, but makes it through with a full health pool as well. 2 Frankensteins for the top, and then Heiko going into Frankenstein as well on the bottom. Would tear into, but manages to get the life up off with the mortal HP. And Frankenstein goes down in the next turn. So I think overall Czikubi had to use at least 1 burger. Serra doing the shopping. Des having to dip into burgers as well. Getting some unlucky turns. And a crit to seal it off. 13:44 Frankenstein for Des. I believe it was probably like a 13:30 something for Czikubi, so very close on the top 2 runners here. And Heiko just kind of snuck up right behind Des there at the same time. So they're looking at the same exact text boxes right now. And to be clear, I didn't say it at the very beginning, and I believe the channel prediction kind of reflects it. We do, even though it's a quad race, the two face-offs are between Des and Czikubi and Heiko versus Serra. So, but it's still, you know, we like to think they're competing against all each other. Serra taking a death. I wasn't even looking. Was it a O-net zoo? Yeesh. I'm sorry, Serra. That is so unlucky. Pogo Punk, yeah, that Pogo Punk I've died to numerous times, so I totally get that. That Pogo Punk is vicious. Nothing like a Fuzzy Pickles to round up the beginning of the races, though. It's nice to see one, you know? Alright, so burger shopping for... Looks like everyone's doing a little burger shopping. No burgerless shenanigans here. We are maintaining these leads and we are playing it safe, is what they say. Nice play by Serra, getting that guy stuck on the terrain there. We're gonna try again to get this pogo guy. In my experience, pogo guy... Well, let me not curse anyone. Let's double miss turn already. Alright, got rid of that dude, finally. The menace to society is down for all 4 racers. Alright, nice early slug pack for Czikubi. So that'll be 4. Our racers that are going into Giant Step are trying to get to level 8 to get rockin' for Ant, Titanic Ant. In order to deal with those 2 ants in the back. And in order to do that, the safest, kind of fastest way is to get 22 slugs or other... etc. Slugs and etc. So, typically we want slugs, preferably. Dez also getting the really nice early pack. Heiko having to despawn a little bit, but also gets a nice early 4 pack. So we're at 4 slugs for all racers. Czikubi I'm assuming this is still Czikubi's first pack. I think Czikubi lost a bit of time because his Ness is kind of a weak lad, and that will actually help Dez catch up a little bit. So we're at 4 slugs for all of them. So 22 slugs in total. Typically, you'll see most of the grinding done on this bottom layer here, because you only have to deal with mice spawns and slug spawns and you don't really want to deal with ant spawns when you're trying to grind. Czikubi having to weave a bunch of slugs, or a bunch of mice here to get to these slugs, but now all runners are on 8, it would appear. Serra, no! Having a very unfortunate Frankie fight as well, on top of the intro Onett that she has been having. I am so sorry. Nobody ever wants to be in that position. Like, it's just so sorry. It's so sad. I'm so sorry. The Onett gauntlet ruins people. You see it in the regular glitchless runs too. It's not just Boogey. Onett takes no prisoners. Czikubi getting a weird 2-pack, so now he's kind of faced with a decision of farming extra on the bottom, farming an extra 4-pack on the bottom to hit that 22, or still going upstairs and trying to get extra stuff that way. But so I've completely lost count at this point. I'm just assuming Czikubi is now on like 14 deaths. I believe this is Dez's 12th. Heiko, I'm just gonna assume, is also on 12. We can tell if they level up in between. Heiko just went to 7, so that would be 12. So Czikubi technically ahead just by 2 slugs here, but they're all still pretty even. Onett gonna have to open up eventually for Serra here. She's gonna have to make it through eventually. Frankie can't be a wall forever. Turn 1 brandish. Not good. And of course, he does nothing on the turn she heals. As is tradition, dead turns on the turn we're healing. Frankie, you cruel, cruel, cruel guy. Lord. It's the burger off. No mortal damage today. Why is this tournament called Swiss? Swiss stands... It's not a... I believe it's just a certain type of... It's just what it's called. I don't know exactly the origin of why it's called Swiss. It's either an acronym or... It's just a reference to like where it originated would be my guess, but it's just the form of bracket where essentially Nice. Des getting a quick six-pack. Sorry, had to break in for that comment because that was really nice. It looks like Czikubi is doing the farm a bunch out on the bottom because he got the extra, the 2 there. So Heiko getting 4 on the top there, so a little weirdly kind of spot. So he can probably go for 2, I would imagine, is what he's gonna try to do, maybe. But we'll see what he ends up doing. Serra making it through Frankenstein as well. And sorry, to re-summarize what I was, so the Swiss basically, this is not the actual tournament bracket, this is how we're doing the seeding, essentially. In the seeding in order to prepare for the main bracket. Nice Heiko with a quick 6-pack as well, but gonna choose to just separate them out because he doesn't need all of them, so he only needs very few. And yes, it acts as a qualifiers and seeding at the same time. Right, correct. Sorry, that's an important distinction to make. Uh-oh. Peen Train gets wrecked by the by the robot. Peen Train, stop trying to scam people in chat. What are you doing? Thank God Apple of Enlightenment out here to dealing with the that Peen Train trying to self-follow. There it is. Yeah, that's probably that Wikipedia article will probably do a way better explanation than I will in the bumbling that I'll come up with in the next 5 minutes. But just to briefly summarize how the specifically with the Boogey tournament would just be the best way to describe it is we're doing it for 4 weeks. Everyone started at 0-0 basically, and then it was just random at that point at the very first week, and then when people win, then they go to 1-0 or 0-1, so all the 1-0s face off with each other, all the 0-1s, so on and so forth. Week 2, 1-1, 2-0s, you know, blah 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 until we get to the very end. 2-0s continue. Oh no! Des with very unlucky Titanic Ant opening takes one of the roughest deaths in Boogey percent. A death to Titanic Ant. Walk of shame out of Ness's house. That is so unlucky. And a rockin' missed an Antoid for Czikubi. Did anyone see if the life up went on the Ant though? Because the Antoid can still life up himself and not the... Okay, life up hit the Antoid, so got the better of the 2 cycles there. Heiko having arguably the most lucky of the 3 fights here. So Serra now finally making it to Giant Step. Will have to go through her own slug grind still though, so not technically behind Des still. Des can just walk all the way up to Ant. Yeah, Ant is a bit of a tool, for real. Everyone knows it. It's all part of Onet, right? It's all under that Onet umbrella. Alright, Czikubi, 23-25. Very solid Ant time. Made it through the scary nature of not killing all Antoids on the first go. Truth be told, I'd rather Ness miss an Antoid than miss a miss Ant because of this exact situation where the Antoid can still life up himself. Des getting unlucky 4-pack here, gonna have to rockin' through. She doesn't have to grind anything, but she also can't just... She has to also stutter everything still, so... Because things don't run away from you until you beat that boss, or if you're a way higher level, but obviously we don't have that going for us. Czikubi getting some troll Antoids here. Everyone's just having a kind of a mess to deal with in Giant Step. 5 misses, man, Heiko. You were having to dip into your burgers a lot, so I wondered. It's hard for me to, yeah, apparently, Earthbound does not want, our runners to get to the tent. Yeah, that we've been through too much this week. Too many quads. We have overloaded the system. I've never played EB0, so I'm sure that could be many of us. So if I contributed to that, then I'm sorry. All right, Serra continuing the slug grind here. Gets a, I believe that's a weird 2-pack. Yeah, unlucky, but it's something you can still work with. I think it's neat. Yeah, I agree. I think, like, whenever I read stuff about the game, like, whenever I read stuff about EB1 and just, like, you know, plot points and stuff like that, I've always, like, oh, that's so cool. Like, I'm always, like, intrigued by parts of the game. And, of course, I love the soundtrack. Like, the soundtrack is banging. Like, nobody's gonna deny that. Bomb for Serra. That's what she needed. Thank you. I got chat here to commentate for me. It's a little harder to catch stuff like that when you're not listening to the actual audio, to be fair. Like, I would say I did not realize Heiko missed 5 times, because all I knew is that his ant fight was kind of long, and Heiko's actually going to dip into grab some pre-cop burgers. Heiko really trying to keep that lead here, does not want to throw it away at any capacity, so we don't often see the pre-cop burger buy, so why not first time like that? True. But yeah, but yes, Dez makes it through finally. Unfortunate Ant 1, but still makes it through with a decent 26-minute Onet, or sorry, not Onet, Ant time. So all things considered, taking one of the bigger time losses in the race. Anything can still happen in PRV. It is not ideal, that's for sure, but there is still plenty of game left. Yeah, Serra's taking some very scary fights. A lot of mice ant, mice slug. I'm assuming she's on, because she got that weird 2-pack, right? So I'm assuming she's close to, or, well, she also had, like, a lot of XP going in. She might already be level 8. No, she seems to be farming still. She had a lot of XP going into, maybe not a lot, but she had I guess, more. No, because I guess the hill enemies don't really count for that much when you get to the giant step, so in the grand scheme of things, even if she had a lot of hill fights, it's probably not going to give too many extra XP there. But honestly, getting pretty lucky with the Antoid fights here. She's been taking 3 Antoid fights in a row. So, and Captain Strong, 44 HP. Ooh, but healed at the same turn, luckily. Nice, gets a miss for the submission hold. Heiko finishing cop number 2. Czikubi has a lot of psychic points going into Strong, so that is very nice for him. And a crit will make it a 28-20 Onet for Czikubi. And Dez nipping at the heels, starting cops right now. So not too far behind Czikubi here. I don't know how to really, like, I'm sure, yeah, Sarah's probably stressing the same amount as you are, so I'm sure she's in her own fresh hell right now. The thing, I just don't know how many slugs she's on, so I'm just gonna assume this will put her up to 8. Ooh, nice crit for Dez. Dez needs all the little baby time saves she can get, so any little crits like that will be much appreciated. Heiko moving on to Strong now? Question mark? Yes. So we'll see if Heiko has a... I would say Czikubi had a really strong, haha. But we'll see if Heiko maybe can get a luckier one. He's got 20 psychic points going into it, so potentially... Oh, opens up with a hamburger for safety, so just gonna be able to go right into 2 Rockins now. I can't actually see what those numbers are, so I'm just gonna assume they're good enough for a two turn, but no, it actually wasn't. So he's gonna have to do 2 bashes on top of it and a miss. Heiko, poor guy, lord. 2 Rockins and 3 bashes. That's gotta be something at least. 29.50 for Heiko. So not too far behind Czikubi himself. Dez eating those burgers, getting through the crushing chop gauntlet here. Oh, Ness, come on. Oh, actually, that was the cop missing. Sorry. I just hear the noise and I'm like, oh, Ness, come on, man. But actually, no, Ness delivered with a crit. So pretty fat health pool going into the final cop here. Hopefully she can have a decent amount going into strong. Serra gets a nice cookie. Eats it to make room for the burger. So Serra fully loaded with bomb and burger. This ant should be no problem. And nice stutter to get past this antoid here. Heiko's seeing a lot of mushrooms, but no issue there. All right, Captain Strong for Dez. Pretty decent health pool, 55, but the mission hold turn 1. She managed to heal. Not managed, she smartly did that first. So, she played it very smart there. But 2 Rockins, I think that first one was pretty decent sized Rockin, so yeah, 2 Rockins will be good enough to do it. Dez having the best strong of the 3. Is Serra having a, Oh, are you talking about the submission holds? I was not watching the ant fight, so... Is Serra having a spicy ant over here? She seems to be doing okay. She's got the bomb off already, and she's only burned through 2 burgers. But I'm assuming we're talking about the submission holds. Czikubi is this person's dad, apparently, so... Happy Father's Day, Czikubi. All right, ant down, 32-11 for Serra. You know who's not our dad? Wow. What did Temple do to deserve that? Unless he doesn't want to be our dad, but then I guess that's okay. Aries definitely dad status, yeah. Ari does kind of shepherd us all around like we are some sort of weird earthbound flock, so I get it. Alright, triple department store saves. No Vogelers, nobody after my own heart. We got yelled at like, oh, Ari. I kind of vaguely read in the Discord that there was some shenaniganry about soup or something, so I kind of, I guess I don't blame him. All right, Heiko managing to get that UFO stuck on a tree there, so really no major encounters for Heiko or Czikubi. Dez starting the walk to the pencil right now. Czikubi having really nice sprout caves, honestly. That's a stone cold threat right there. Yeah. Well, actually, I don't know if challenge. I'm pretty sure the spreadsheet is public facing, right? I'm pretty sure because all the runners can see the spreadsheet, so. I don't know if challenge has the times of like when we actually schedule the times. But the spreadsheet should be available, and that gets actively updated as the times happen. You don't know if the spreadsheet is? Okay, well, that's fair. I'm pretty sure last time when I was just a well, that also I could have been a that's because when I was a commentator last time too, to be fair. So if the spreadsheet is public facing so that anyone can look at it, or if it's just like restreamers and stuff. I don't know. I'm not gonna. Oh, yeah, sure. TM. Yeah, sure. Not exactly. Oh, just need the link. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so right on. Well, if somebody feels like posting it for Ty, then feel free. Otherwise, yeah, if you're in the Discord, the Earthbound Speedruns Discord, there it is. That's the spreadsheet. We pretty much keep all that stuff actively updated. Well, although that being said, people who are not people who are in the Discord who are not actually like got the racer role can't actually see all like the threads and stuff, I'm pretty sure. So the spreadsheet is probably your best spot. The spreadsheet is consistently updated, so if you're not in the Discord and you're curious about the times specifically, spreadsheet is the way to go. But come to the Discord anyways and hang out with them. Oh no, Serra, no, what happened? I think Serra took a death in cops would be my guess. No, I know Serra seems like she might be throwing in the towel, and honestly, oh, she stopped the timer, fellas. I don't know. I don't blame you, Serra, honestly. I totally get it. I think anyone can understand. A solid attempt at the very least. I mean, I will say last time stuff like this happened, I mean, I just get flashbacks to last year when Boing, this game does stink. Like, condolences to Serra, absolutely. Like it is sad, and she did a very, very honest attempt, and it's still, and she's still gonna be. I think these are the 2-0 races, right? Let me corroborate with the ye old spreadsheet here. But correct me if I'm wrong. I believe these are the. Oh, no, these were Heiko and Serra were a 1-1 bracket. So unfortunately, Serra will go to 1-2 because of that. And Heiko will go to 1-3. Top row is a 2-0. Yep. Thanks, guys. I'm a EBSS admin right here, by the way. I got that title on Discord. Totally know things. I totally get that. I was almost wondering if that was part of it, because honestly, I would have been tilted. I would have been in the same shoes. I totally get it, Serra, so no shame in that. Good attempt, good attempt. This game is cruel. Well, nice to meet you. Let me bring you up to speed. So Heiko still trying to just get a decent time for that spreadsheet here. So does a little shopping. Des having a fairly decent PRV, no encounters and not too many despawns. Czikubi on his way back from shack fight. I do not believe Des took a death. Her cops were pretty bad. She took a Titanic ant death, if that's what you're talking about. Way back in the day, but not since then. Not since then. It's not a different segment of, I guess technically, quote unquote. Well, she went into cops right after, like, right when Czikubi was like. I mean, she might have taken a death on. I don't think she took a death on PRV. She would be way more behind. She'd be way more behind if she took a death on PRV. Because that's crazy to have to walk all the way back from department store. Yeah, that would be way more time delta. Yeah, exactly. So she's honestly still cruising. Yes, in general, yes, she did die to ants. All right, everyone got their notes up to speed. Everyone got their abacuses online. All right, so fairly quick shack fight for Heiko. Shoutouts to totally knowing everything, yeah. Couldn't be me. Couldn't be me. All right, rockin' turn 2, 88 for Czikubi. Ooh, kind of low rockins and misses the crow, not what you want to see. And the call for help, Dez. The unlucky shack fight right here. Well, there's the 100 the second time. Well, hopefully it just kills this cultist straight up, but no. Not gonna get that, but we'll make sure that at least we're done with it. Czikubi, 41-minute card painter. I didn't actually see it. I'm assuming that was another close mortal death hit. Czikubi has done back-to-back mortal death roll-ups for card painters, so I wouldn't be surprised if that's what just happened again. HQ cultist for Heiko. And Dez actually closing the gap between her and Heiko, so every little bit counts here. Just for the overall grand 4 timing. All right, let's hopefully gets a nice quick HQ cultist here. No joiners, please. Debating on whether to heal. All right, nice management with the croissant there. All right, rockin' turn 2 again for Heiko. Oh, misses! No! Ness, why? Why are so many rockins misses in this race? Sheesh. Ooh, mortal damage! Oh. No, Heiko! Well. This is a quad today, fellas. This is very I'm not sure what happened to Heiko. It might have just been, I don't know if he got any croissants or anything. I'm unsure. I'm unsure of why he died there. I cannot make a judgment on that. Nice first turn reflect. And a low life up from Card Painter. First turn reflect and a low life up. So, and that was a fat reflect as well. Card Painter death is definitely, oh, nice and fast. Dang. Dez making up the time. Anything she can get, she is taking. But Czikubi is not too far ahead. Trying to get this mole to hit him. He's trying. Oh man, this mole is trying to let Dez catch up here. We get the mole troll. The mole neutralizer, and there it is. All right, Ness takes the death. He's out of there. He's out of there. But, you know, I mean, lessening the gap. It gets shorter and shorter. So, Heiko taking a very, very unfortunate one of the, so if not the longest time loss in Boogey right here is the death to Card Painter, because you have to do the entire walk of shame back from department store all the way through PRV, all the way up to Card Painter, all the way up to him, fighting him again. He has no money. That is interesting. Did he not buy enough? Huh. I would have to watch the VOD back on that one, because I did not see how much he, withdrew. He didn't buy extra, did he? Maybe he accidentally bought too much at Happy, would be my guess. He didn't die, that's for sure, so. But yep. every little bit counts, and having to walk all the way back to the ATM is definitely a little bit of a time loss, so. That being said, Dez is still a little bit behind, so a death is still a death. But there's still plenty of things that could also kill Czikubi's race here too, so plenty of things possible. Heiko finally back and happy, so he's gonna be on his way back up to Car Painter now. Could be. Oh yeah, because you withdraw less in glitchless, right? I actually don't remember anymore. You withdraw less in glitchless because you go back to the ATM, right? Oh, sure. Oh, like way back. Oh, did he? I wonder, did he just straight up not have enough? Well, that's not. Or are you supposed to go to the? I don't know actually. Like I said, I don't know. I cannot determine why he did not have enough money. If it was an accident, if he didn't withdraw enough in the beginning, or. Car Painter down, finally, Heiko, 46.55. So, Dez has pulled ahead of Heiko in the overall. Heiko, of course, probably very, very happy that their opponent had the way worse gauntlet of nonsense to deal with on the race that he died to Car Painter. Still not ideal, of course. Nobody wants it to happen, but if there was ever a time. Runaway 5 for Czikubi. And yes, as Hunter said, pretty much a minute 30 apart almost. Dez having to despawn a very laggy cop. Thank you, Tucson locals. We saw Czikubi doing the really nice left side theater movement. We'll see. Oh, nice. Des does it too. Optimal movement from both racers. Love to see it. Now we'll just see which bus they decide to go. I'm assuming they'll both go right side, but you know, you never. Maybe some memes will happen. But I'm assuming they're both playing for the dub here, so. Probably no suboptimal left bussery gonna happen. Yeah, I said it. Suboptimal. Alright, let's give it up for Runaway 5. Woo! Everyone's favorite. Heiko on the way to Boo his. Oh, Heiko going for the bear? Are we seeing bear death skip right now? It's been a minute. Wow, oh my god, gets the complete the shot to the bear. Unfortunately doesn't get the red swirl. I love the bear skip though. I'm here for it. I absolutely love the bear skip. Made the judgment call. He saw that Ness had a lot of HP. I mean, it's fast. It is fast, except when Ness Gust saves, of course. Bear death skip sounds like a Montana death metal band. Well, who's gonna start it? One of my friends just moved to Montana. I'll tell him to get it going. Yeah, he did. Leave it to Ness to only gut save when it doesn't matter, or when we don't need him to. What? It's exactly how it sounds. Alright, water bills. Let's let those runaway 5 people go. Here you go, Playboy. Get your backstage pass. Alright, Czikubi, first one of 3. Let's see how his graveyard goes. Very laggy start, that's for sure. A lot of whatever those things are called. I actually forgot what the three people. I know like Smiling Jacks and Handsome Toms. I don't know what the pumpkin trick or treat kid. Yeah. Trick or trick kid, is that what they're called? Yeah. Oh, it's Smiling Sam's, is that what they are? See, I don't play this game, by the way. Smiling Jack. We're back to not knowing things. Did we ever truly leave? Oh, a hippie! Hippie Banippy for Heiko! Do we have the hippie emote in here? No, tragic. Where's the hippie emote? Temple! Airy! Thank you, Uko. Uko delivers. Yo, ruler drop? That would be hype. All right, Dez. Oh man, look at all those. Holy moly. Dez got the squad out here. Okay, well that is the scariest. Oh, I'm actually surprised that didn't aggro to her. That's some Earthbound knowledge right there. That is knowing the game right there, because I definitely wouldn't have assumed that would have chased me, but Dez thought differently, and she paid off for it. So, all right, runaway 5 for Heiko. Handsome homie and Pumpkin Patrick. Yeah, I like that better, honestly. That's when we start busting out the ancient cave names. Ancient cave comes up with the best names, like hands down. Okay. Unfortunate, Heiko. Just a brain fart. We've all been there. That is the most tragic part to do, or point to do it at, though. This is so very unfortunate. And I'm sorry that happened. Just an unlucky round of races for all of the runners. Czikubi hasn't had the worst luck. I mean, no deaths for him so far. I guess, knock on wood. No commentator's curse, sorry. I didn't say it. I didn't say it. Cut that, cut that, cut that. Maxwell the time waster. No, wasn't me. There's no proof. All right, both top runners are now in winters, so still about roughly a minute in between. But we could see some spicy brick road gameplay and pond cave gameplay that could separate the two. You'll be fine. Nothing will happen. TM. But that will really kind of separate the two. We have seen lead shifts in pond cave specifically. Dez being one of the runners in that race where that happened, so perhaps we can see it again. I always win, so at least in my heart, so I'll say the commentator on that one. My standings in the Swiss now don't really corroborate that, but you know, if I just pretend like I always win, then who could say for sure, Peen Train? who really knows? And for our first of 3 Tessie rounds, no TAS Bubble Monkey play. But close enough. Only milliseconds. Oh boy, we gotta... Apple's gonna be loading up with some Tessies quite often, I see. I'm here for it. Let's fill that chat with Tessies. Slug, that is not... Slug, you missed the memo. That was Tessie. I do like this. I am a big fan of hedonistic Garfield, though. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think anyone can deny that one. Wow, so many Garfield emotes. We have some real Garfield appreciators in chat. Must be a Monday. That's what I assumed. I figured yours was also Garfield or the Lorax question mark? I don't know, Daniel. Kind of looks like the Lorax a little bit. Tessie round 2. In case you didn't get your Tessie in the first time, well, you can do it again. In case you did get your Tessie in the first time, well, you could do it again. I think I need to educate. I didn't actually know this was a whole like thing, so I think I need to educate myself on this. Gagar, is that what it's called? I'm out on the memes. Gagar Wednesdays are bad, alright? Garfield, I feel like ever since, you know, the I'm Sorry John thing came out, I don't know if that was like the first of like the Garfield like ooh, Czikubi, nice stutter. But I feel like the I'm Sorry John thing kind of like definitely heralded a lot of the off meta Garfield content. Uh-oh. Okay, he is playing... I was gonna say, Czikubi, you are gambling here. Yeah, the unlucky thing is that if you do manage to get past that stutter, you're gonna have more on the other side there, so... I didn't actually see how his Brick Road went either, so... did anyone see if he skipped any of Brick Road encounters? Des having an unlucky... Very, very unlucky Proto 1 fight here. Duck skip and Proto 2 skip. Okay, gonna be very hard to beat that for Des, especially since she just took an very lucky Proto 1 death. Sometimes they're unavoidable. Also, whoops, I did not, just barely didn't make the timers big enough. Dang, sorry. First quad, everybody. Bad restreamer. I know the ones are cut off. Des ahead by 1 hour. She's crushing it. 1 minute into the race and she's already in Brick Road? How is anyone gonna beat that? All right, finally makes it there on the second time. Des just getting the very unlucky, you know, it's the classic, you know, it sucks the first time and then the second time you come back through and you just ruin it. And it's like the fastest ever, but whatever, I guess. All right, nice setup so far for duck skip for Des. Nice. That's got to be golden. I mean, it can still screw up, but typically that's pretty much good. So duck skip and maybe Proto 2 skip. Bubble monkey, no. Unlucky, but it's gotta happen eventually. Everybody gets it. Come on, Jeff. We can't have you missing right now. What is with this Proto? 3 hits? Jeff! Come on! What the heck? I'm actually lost for words. Jeff just does not want Des to even be in this race. Oh, true that, true that. You do miss the level up off Duck. That is a fair point. Something to consider. But also Jeff missed, so that's also something to consider. Tessie number 3. Let's give one more round of Tessies to our good friend Heiko here. He's had a rough race. But he should still hopefully be able to get a decent time even. All things considered, his time is really good for a car painter death. You know, biggest time loss in the entire tournament, or in the entire race. Slug, why would you, did you name your cat intentionally after Jeff? Because I don't know why you would condemn your poor animal to such a lifestyle. Like, I feel bad for Jeff. Oh, I don't doubt that. I mean, all cats are cute. Cat is smart. Ooh, okay, Des getting a... Ooh, unlucky. She's trying to pull off some flashy stutters, but all it takes is just one frame of those guys moving with you. It's gotta be super tight. All it takes is one frame. This could be another death here because... Let's hope maybe this slug misses or under hits. Nice hypnosis, that should be good. Whew. Stressing over here. Yeah, Heiko also getting the joiner on Proto. Extremely unlucky Proto 1s for both Des and Heiko. Czikubi obviously having the much nicer... Czikubi had good RNG. I mean, the stutters in Pond Cave were really good as well. So, Czikubi definitely showing off skill as well as dealing with the RNG, and Heiko not able to deal with the double proto. Will take a death. Not the slowest death, luckily, but, you know, it's not one that anybody ever wants. Very unlucky. That proto is a big tool, and I hate him, so I totally get it. All right, Czikubi, tense time. Not much standing between Czikubi and this win. Defend, BBR. Let's see what happens. Oh, solidified. No, no, no. Defend, BBR. Oh, no. Oh, okay, he got off the BBR at least. At the very least. Ooh, that could have been a Boogey death for Czikubi, which is something that Des could have needed, but perhaps this will still end well for him. He just has to get through with Rockin'. 500's a decent hit on the bottle Rockin', so just needs a few more hits with the Rockin', and there it is. Whew. Oh man, extremely close for Czikubi there. And yes, that will actually, so Czikubi should still manage to get a 106 here, because Jeff is dead. So that actually should work out nice and well for Czikubi. Gets that time save. So yes, very GG to Czikubi. Yeah, he's gonna have a very, very hard to beat average. Ooh, just barely made it. 106.59. Just barely cut in under there. So GG to Czikubi. Very solid race. 0 deaths. Boogey almost took him to task there at the very, very end, but also surprisingly helped him save time at the same time, because he killed Jeff. So that is actually a time save at the end of the day, because Jeff was able to get the rocket off. Yeah, Des having an ant death, still really solid time, so. An ant death is, I mean, right behind, I mean, we said the car painter death is very long as well, but ant is right up there, probably number 2 behind car painter death, because, you know, you gotta walk all the way up, stutter all that crap in giant step. I mean, give or take, I mean, you have an unlucky time in giant step, you could have a... That's true. I forget the cop. You have to go through the whole cop gauntlet if you die to strong, all the way at strong. It did. So the only deaths we've seen, Serra dropped out about 30 minutes. Unfortunately, she had a very rough start, and just an all-around rough time altogether. But yeah, we had a Titanic ant death and a car painter death on 2 different racers, and both of them are still gonna have fairly decent times, so with those giant deaths there. So everyone's order longest deaths to shortest. See, now I don't know, because it's like Daniel does bring up a good point, that dying to strong and then still having to go through all 4 cops because of the fact that you have to fight 4 cops. I mean, that's a good point, but I don't know. What if you die? I mean, it depends on, like, what if you die? I would say, yeah, car painter's probably still the longest, for sure. Especially if you heal and if you save in department store versus Vogelering. And then, I don't know, at that point, maybe it just gets down to how it's probably variable how you're if you can walk through giant step really quickly. It depends on, like, when you died to ant. Did you die really late into the ant fight? Did you die really late into the strong fight? That's true too. You might have to shop after strong for sure. Good point. Write that down. Yeah, car painter's awful. All right, rockin' BBR. Maybe that'll just be enough. Nice. 1 turn for Des. GG! MissDesGames will get a 110 Boogey with an ant death. 110 with an ant death. Crazy. Very GG. Ant death and Proto 1 death. She did die to Proto 1 too, so I mean, that is still there. But very tight, very stressful game. And, you know, all things considered, if you're racing against, if you have a death and you're racing against someone who's deathless, it is extremely hard to beat that. So she had a very, very strong, extremely strong race all in spite of that. And a 110 is a very strong time with an ant death. 110.50, GG, MissDesGames. So 2-1 for her. And both of these racers, Czikubi and Dez, are still in. And Heiko now 2-1. So all three racers that you see here are going to proceed to the actual tournament. They have now qualified. Any 2 victory people will get to go. Serra now is going to be a 1-2, so she will still need to... there will still be some 1-2. Hunter, correct me if I'm wrong, 1-2s. I don't know how many 1-2s, but... some TM, maybe, will get into the tournament. But that also all depends on your average time. So, unfortunately, Serra, because of... will take a very long hit to her average because of the forfeit, but anything's possible. She could still win next week, so. One racer that is 1-3, okay. Oh, sorry, yeah, not 1-2 specifically, but 1-3 at the end of it all. So, there is still another week of Swiss, so let me not miscommunicate that. Yes, any 2-2ers will get in. Anyone with 2 victories will get in. So, you're saying I have a chance, Hunter? Yes, all 2-2s get in, of course. I mean, that should go without saying. Sorry, let me swap audio here. Where is Heiko? Heiko. Okay. Now we can hear 3, the lovely 3 music that everybody's been missing. At least I hope so. Yeah, I think it is. I'm not sure with all the quad and everything, I'm not sure how everything got, like, split, so... Heiko having to dodge some 3 locals there, but makes it over here. Aw, thanks, Slug. Appreciate it. I did great except for the stupid ones. Oh, no! Alright. My god, Boogey tent, man. That's still really bad because that was a low lock-in. But we have fire strats. Okay, we got fire strats. It's not doomed. It's not doomed. It wasn't 287. That was low. Yeah, 1 job. There it is. Come on, Jeffrey. Dude, I gotta say, I feel like Heiko... GG, Heiko. GG. Thank God for fire strats, bro. Heiko, by far, has... Maybe Heiko can corroborate this. He is by far the worst Boogey luck. The actual Boogey tent. The actual fight on Boogey tent. He has by far been the runner I've seen get ruined the most times by Boogey tent in like all like my Boogey I've seen. Oh, Ari? Okay, Ari beats him? Okay. 1:14:24. That's true. I was gonna say, Ari, I've not actually seen a tournament Ari's been in, to be fair. But I will take your word for it on that. Because I totally believe that. GG's to all of our racers. 1:14:24. So Heiko will move on to the 2-1 bracket. 2-2 for, or sorry, 3-0 for Czikubi. and 2-1 for Des. So 2-1, 2-1, and 3-0. All of these runners will go to the tournament. So GG's to all of them. Serra, very solid attempt again. Nobody can blame you for that rigmarole you got. So if you're still here listening, we appreciate you at least coming out and attempting that one. So, and good luck in your next weeks as well to all the racers. Let me look for a raid here. You can enjoy Heiko, I'm assuming, going to the tent right now. Let's get that fly paper, baby. I don't know if any of the admins were looking for a raid, but if you find one before I do, feel free to just do it, because I'm fast. They just wanted the tunes, yeah. Uko is now streaming, so we're rating Uko. So Uko is another racer in the tournament. Let's go all wish them a good luck on their attempts. So mature audiences, oh no. I hope everyone's ready. All right, thank you everybody for coming out while we are getting ready to raid. The upcoming races for the rest of Swiss 3 that we have scheduled are for Saturday. We have a match at 9:30 Eastern, and Sunday we have one more quad at 10 Eastern. So Saturday 9:30 and Sunday 10 p.m. See you there. Other than that, it's been a pleasure, and I'll see you all on the next one.